Hello. Hello, hello. Welcome to the Daily Political, I'm checking my settings, Daily Political Tarot Readings here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you so much for being here. I am using the right microphone, so you should be able to hear me. Good. All right. Thank you so much for being here. I'm here 365 days of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. So just put your questions in the chat before I come on. 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange goes to Feeding America at feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. That is an ongoing thing. We have epic troll slayers who keep us safe. Thank you. We have a fantastic community because of you, because of how kind you are. Thank you. And if you're watching this on replay, hello. You can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed out there, and you can pick and choose, or click on the gear, wherever it is, and you can bump up the playback speed to like 1.25. So other than this first part where I'm talking pretty quickly, you can get through a lot more while you're washing dishes or vacuuming the floor, or, I listen to YouTube a lot when I'm doing chores and stuff. So, and I'm just kind of baffled today because I'm having a color issue. Colors, you know me, and colors, and these are a nice kind of peachy color goes with that, and this isn't quite, but it still kind of works because it's peach-ish. It's not quite pink. It's like leaning in that direction. But for the life of me, I cannot figure out what lipstick to wear with it. And it's like it's not like the first time I've worn this sweater. I've had this sweater for years now, and you guys have seen it. So what lipstick did I wear with this thing? Because nothing matches. Nothing. And I don't know what to do. I can get things that kind of match this, but that's the issue. This is my go-to. This is what I wear the most. This is Maybelline Super Stay Matte Ink. This is Inspirer. It's 125 Inspirer. I wear this. This is my go-to. It's what I wear all the time. You see me in this more than anything. And then I've got this, which is Maybelline's. This is Shocking Coral. And yes, I often put labels. Yeah, this is brand new because normally it has a label on it that says Inspirer. But this is Shocking Coral, and it goes with this, but it really doesn't go with any of that. So I'm just about to give up. I'm just about to say, wear soft. I'm just gonna wear my normal. This is what I live in. So hang on. Yeah. It just looks like my lips. Let's see. A little bit there. A little bit there. There we go. Ta-da! Done. Okay. Joyce says I'm lipstick challenge. Oh, I feel that down to my toes. There we go. I'll just stick with this. This, like I said, you see me in this all the time. It just looks like my lips. Maybe amplified a little, but still just. Okay, how did I get some of the back of my, how did I get some of this on my teeth? Hang on. Yeah, because this is what you signed. This is what you tuned in for. I'm sure of it. Hang on. Okay, I think I got it off my teeth. All right. Moving on. Thank you, everybody, and thank you for your patience. Thank you for your patience with me. And so he says, I never wear lipstick. I probably should. If I'm not on camera, nah. Okay. We're going to start by looking at Mitch McConnell. And, oh, thank you, Linda. Thank you. Oh, Ricky, I love that. And the star of the show, the newest rap artist, Sir Fur-a-Lot, Boo-Boo's and Kitty. Yes. He's actually decided he wants... Yesterday, I was sitting in the chair in the afternoon, and he liked that. So curled up. And so since then, he's decided to move from the desk bed. He wants to be on the chair again. So there he is. So if you see this moving, you'll know that's Boo-Boo. So anyway. All right. Make sure you can hear me, but at the same time, we can see Boo-Boo. We can keep an eye on the kitty. All right, we're going to start by looking at Mitch McConnell, 6 minutes in. Poor guy. I think you know by now, considering I'm on 365 days of the year. And yeah, right, got furry back. No, it's more like he's bringing furry back. He's bringing cuteness back. The other cats. Anyway, okay, 7 minutes in. I think you all know by now I am no fan of Mitch McConnell. As a person, I think he is reprehensible. I think he is small-minded. I think he is cruel, cold. He's a bully. And he was bullied, and all he wants is power, and he doesn't care who he hurts, and I cannot stand the guy. However, I believe in civilization, and I believe if you are in civilization, that you do not wish illness on other people. That's not how civilization works. You do not wish people to die. You do not wish them to fall down and be in the hospital. You don't wish heinous illnesses on them. Heck, you don't wish a cold on them, because that's part of being in civilization. And if you are sending threatening things, or you're saying, good, I hope this person, what have you, then I would simply ask you, what, were you raised in a tree? I think it's one of the main things that separates our side from the side that attacked the Capitol. We dislike people, but there's a line after which we don't cross. And believe it or not, I know it seems impossible that there are any Republicans who are like that too, but actually there are some Republicans who aren't violent and who do not wish violence. And this is something we need to focus on. So anyway, I'll read on Mitch McConnell here, but I did just want to throw in there that I hope he's okay, and I hope he makes a speedy recovery, and that is the honest truth. So okay, so anyway, Peg was asking, but I know it's a common. It's kind of the main question today. Mitch McConnell tripped and fell at the Waldorf Astoria. He was rushed to the ER. He's been hospitalized. No official condition for the 81-year-old has been released. See, that's what's. Please tell me if something's come out this morning that I've missed, because I just checked the news again and I wasn't seeing anything. So they're not giving any update. No update at all. That's not good. That's not good. Plus the fact that my parents are kind of that age, round about that age. And I know, you know the number of nights, the mornings I've shown up where I was like, yes, just in the ER last night, or somebody fell down, or something, someone's going in for surgery, or something. It just, yeah. I don't make jokes about falling down. I never make jokes about assault. Not in prison, not anywhere. I don't make jokes about incontinence. I don't make jokes about, there are various conditions I won't make jokes about. Now, if someone is a heinous human being and is constantly criticizing other people's looks, and they themselves look and act like Jabba the Hutt, I'm going to call it your hypocrisy, but in a big way. I don't like that I've got the death card right here, because he was already ill. Kathy Delisle says he had polio when he was younger. It still affects his balance. There we go. Glenn says Mitch isn't going to retire. They'll put him in a Captain Pike chair. Something about a treehouse. Okay. Roxy says, I have osteoporosis and any fall is dangerous. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. So, Anne says Paul Pelosi recovered at about the same age. And I wish him all the best, all the best, all the best. So, will it end his career? Rose Blue is asking. Dave says, I call Trump all kinds of things. You do you. Anna says, be right back. I don't want to see this. Okay. I'm sorry. But I'm going to just we haven't heard anything. Divine Spirit bless Mitch McConnell and his family. Bless everyone today who is struggling. Pour your divine energy into the world. Bless everyone in the world. Pour more and more of your divine energy into the world to help everyone, to bring kindness, healing, health, love, understanding, empathy into all the world for the good of all. Bless. Oh, Bell Book and Candle. I don't want to read about President Carter. I'll cry. Bless. Rose Blue says that card means death to a situation, job, etc. Correct? It can be. It's the era of endings, like not world, like end of chapter, end of book, moving on to something completely new. It's more an ending of something. But Queen of Wands. Well, we know how proud he is that he put so many far-right people on the court. I don't have to like what the guy has done. I don't want anyone to suffer. Six of Pentacles. Two of Cups. Three of Swords. Star. Ace of Pentacles. He's not well. Please tell me I missed something in the news. Okay, Judy says NBC News reported the senator. Hang on, he jumped. NBC reported that one senator said the family member said he's going to be okay. good. Tasha Monroe's asking, who do you think the GOP would have sub for McConnell while he's recovering? Well, that's kind of what I am, that's kind of what I'm seeing here. It's this Ace of Wands. This would be, his health is not great. No, the death card doesn't necessarily mean death itself. It's just, his is not good. Mel Broussard says, I'd say maybe Mitt Romney might be a choice. Mitt Romney, honestly, would be a little bit of an improvement. John Thune might be another one. Yeah. Valerie Sargent, I agree. He will be given the best care. Yes. Oh, Tam says, I just got a notification from the Washington Post. He suffered a concussion. Oh, man. Oh, man. Ugh, okay. Azalea says a death card can mean change. Maybe he'll retire. Yeah, I think he's just... his health is not good, and that's not good. And this star, it's more like remembering what Mitch McConnell did as he's retired or something along those. I don't have the card of retirement here, but I've got that, and also this is a new start on the far right. And Democrats we're not celebrating this in general. Of course, they're going to be people who are raised in a tree on both sides. But Tiger says they won't let Mittens replace him. They want an extremist there, which is why I think I was getting the Ace of Wands, not the Ace of Pentacles, because Pentacles are my cards for Republicans. Wands are my cards for the extremist right. So, Ace of Swords. Queen of Pentacles, Two of Wands, Chariot. What it feels like is Mitch is not up to what's coming. With Jack Smith, with Georgia, with Jack Smith, with all this stuff that's coming and related to January 6th. He's not up to it. He's not strong enough physically. Dude, I'm not one to say, oh, you're old, you should do whatever. I will get there if I am lucky. We all get there if we are lucky. We all get to 100 or 110 or 120 if we are lucky. You don't choose your age. There are some 81-year-olds who are in great shape to be doing their jobs. There are some who have no business. They should have retired years ago. It just depends. And it does not feel like he is, if he's still in place when all the Jack Smith, Georgia, on and on, when all of that hits, if he's still there, it's too much. These are Republicans. These are Republicans hoping for him to come back because they are concerned about what could happen, that there could be someone worse than him, because this is far right communication and it's right in the middle. This is a big change, big movement, big showy and thing, and this is this big sword of truth. That's what's coming. And they know it's coming. And they're jockeying for position back here. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope the chimes don't bother you. Cheryl Cook says, I took care of COVID patients. Most were Republicans, but I cried when they passed. I'm a human being. It's a human being. Yes. And that's why you are good people, Cheryl. Yeah. So, well, let's just move on. Gene A, yes, it is, but I like the sound of it. All right, so the next question is, and I think maybe it's a better way to put it, will the fall affect his career? So I used to have wind chimes, but they didn't. I don't know what happened to them. They went poof in the big change of direction in my life 4 years ago. 5 years ago. 4 years ago. Oh, good, Darren. Thank you. Mel is saying that John Thune from South Dakota is the number 2 in the Senate GOP leadership right now. He's a minority whip. Oh yeah, we're going to get to something about that in a minute. But will this fall affect McConnell's career? King of Wands, and that could be him. King of Cups, 2 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles. It's kind of like Feinstein. There's when he or she or whoever it is, there are times when you should retire. There are times when you have to retire. This is physically being not good balance, not good. Is this really how you want to go out, Mitch? Because yes, I know Biden is of a similar age, but it feels like he'll try to come back, but he shouldn't. And I don't know how strong he's going to be. So, oh boy. All right. Here's an interesting question. At 2410, will the Senate GOP, quote unquote, behave in his absence? Five of Pentacles. Why are you out in the cold? Ten of Swords. Three of Cups. That's not Democrats celebrating. Knight of Swords. This is a really big month astrologically, and I have to wonder if there's some big legal matters going to happen with Democrats being pleased there's progress. With Republicans feeling like they're out in the cold. I don't know. It just seems we've waited for so long. It seems impossible, nearly impossible. You know what I mean? I'm still holding on to hope. I think it will happen. The cards say it will happen. And this is saying, will the Senate behave in his absence? There is much afoot. There is much legal stuff afoot. So they may have some stuff to deal with. For entertainment only, YouTube. Yeah. So yeah, I like the deeper chimes too. But I didn't have a choice on this with this thing. All right. Well, I wish you a speedy recovery. And I hope you're okay. For the sake of your family, for the sake of civilization. Even though I believe in civilization more than you do, but that's okay. I do not want you to be permanently damaged. Okay. Now, at 27:15, you know how it was International Women's Day, right? 27:15. So, on Women's Day, McCarthy gave Marjorie Taylor Greene the gavel and proclaimed her speaker is it tempore or tempore? I don't know. This one of those words I have read a million times. I have rarely heard it. I have heard it, but rarely. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you so much. Makes a huge difference. Thank you. How, is this going to go to her head and what have you? But personally, my initial thought on that was, oh, let's give the little woman a little bit of power here. You can go sit in the chair, and the big chair, because it's Women's Day. Go ahead, honey. Marjorie says pro tempore. She's deep fried. Kathy Lamson says temporary. Is that how it's pronounced? Tempore? No. Damn, it's barf. Yeah, the sexism is. Yeah. So, is this going to go to her head? Were they being sexist pigs? Consonants is 3 syllables. So tempore. I'll look it up later. It's okay. You poor thing. You're trying to teach me Latin in the chat. Oh, bless. You are such good people. 8 of Cups. Oh, she doesn't care. If she can yell at people and tell them what to do, she's happy as can be. If you've got a manager she can talk to, she's there. Devil. King of Wands. 3 of Wands. Queen of Pentacles. 4 of Swords. Yeah, this was... She's awful, but let her do the thing. It'll make us look good. It'll be good PR. There you go, honey. Why don't you go sit in the big chair? And then when you're done, you're done. Look how Look how non-misogynistic we are. Look how much we love women. Okay, come out of the big chair, sweetie, and have a seat. Ay, 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 ay. Ricky says, violation of terror rules. ABBA SOS. No MTG today. I didn't say I was not going to read on her anymore. I said I don't want to. I said I was going to try to go that 1 week without reading, but she just keeps coming up. Pro Tem. Thank you, Ellen. So, Kathy Delisle happy as a pig in slop. Yeah. Kelly's asking, will you grab my coffee, please? Where did you leave it? I'd be happy to grab it for you. Go ahead. It reminds me, when I was in college, one point when I was in college, my father wanted to turn in a car I had been driving, because at that point I was in college and I was living at home, and so he wanted to get a different vehicle for the household. So, great. So I went with him down to the it's around, the early 90s. So I went with him down to the car dealership, and he looked around and he did the thing. And I've told this story before, forgive me if you've heard this, every man I talked to that day looked at my eyes, looked at my chest, looked back at my eyes, and smiled. And I parked the car over there, and the one guy said, "Is that your pretty little blue car?" Yes. Yes, it is. So, yeah. So nice of them to let the little woman go. Now you're done, sweetie. Go sit down. "33 minutes in." They didn't do it, but they didn't do it when my father was around. I did notice that. In a decision critics are calling pathetic, troubling, and unfortunate, with limitless potential for corruption, the FEC has explicitly authorized personal slush funds for politicians. PAC funds can now be used for personal expenses. Yes, indeed. All the PACs, super PACs, what have you, PAC funds can now be used for personal expenses. How far will the corruption go before anything's actually changed? Yes, Deania, let the men folk talk, honey. Unless you're my boyfriend, don't call me honey. Yeah, they were terrible. All right, FEC, what the heck? Kathy Limpson says they were using the funds anyway. I know. Hermit. That's scrutiny that they're supposed to be under, but I guess not. Wheezy Squeezebox says this is tacit acknowledgement that it's just a grift. Mm-hmm. Never says people don't realize I was raised on a farm. I could change the oil and tires before I could legally drive. And that is awesome. That is great. All I'm saying is you shouldn't have to walk onto a car dealership and be able to, you should be able to walk into a car dealership without having all of that experience and be treated with respect. The FEC, Suburban Housewives asking who is on the, okay, for those who are outside of the country, the FEC is the Federal Elections Commission. They're the people who are supposed to be stopping this kind of thing from happening and holding people accountable. But as we have seen with Trump and others, that isn't happening. Four of Swords. Justice. Page of Swords. Empress. Chariot. Oh, hallelujah. Hey, any one of you, seriously, if you have the time or energy, go run for office. Get all your bills paid. Sherry, thank you so much for a cupcake for you, kitty treats for the fur babies. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're just going to be watching as they go hog wild, because any kind of balance, justice, quiet as a tomb. Silence. Page. This is not a king. This is a page. This is the FEC, which are just, I don't know what the heck they're doing over there, but they're just not doing their jobs, and we are going to see hog wild. Oh, most vexing, most vexing. You okay? You're gonna rip that. You're gonna rip that out if I don't. Here. Plunk. Cover. Sorry, he'll dig and rip up the blanket. I just put him under. FEC, what the heck? Just what the heck? The Emperor, yes. Rose Blue is saying that Orange Men use it for personal use. Yeah, so can they. Mm-hmm. Oh, thumbs up would be fantastic. Subscribe, hit the thumbs up, become a patron, please. Come join. Yeah, you can use the emojis. This is Biden and other Democrats who, there's got to be something. How is this happening under Joe Biden's time in office? There's got to be some scrutiny there. But over here on the right, they're just going to go crazy, and so we just have to wait. Zenny says it looked like Boo Boo's and Kitty jumped in from the window. I had to do with double. That's kind of cool. Yeah, Mel Broussard saying FEC finding electoral cash for politicians every way, every day. Okay, now if you think that makes you crazy, guess what? Alex Jones is declaring bankruptcy. And he has a plan. It's an Alex Jones plan. What could go wrong? Alex Jones' plan. The Sandy Hook families, bless. They won a judgment of, what was it, $1.5 billion or something from Alex Jones. Alex Jones is declaring bankruptcy, and he is offering that the Sandy Hook shooting victims whose lives he just did his best to destroy would share an annual 7 to 10 million. Little short of the 1.5 billion they won. Meanwhile, he's asking for himself for $520,000 a year. Excuse me. See, it's even I'm like sputter. For himself, $520,000 a year, $10,000 a week, every week. That's his bankruptcy. Is the bankruptcy judge gonna be like, oh, okay, and says maybe if he shuts up and never goes on TV or podcast again? Oh no, but you know he will. You know he will. Let's see. Let's see what the court's gonna say. Bruce Blue said, I'd be happy with $1,000 a week. Yeah. Yeah, I don't make that here. So, $500,000 a year. But the families can split that. So many millions over there. All right. Oh, justice. Please force feed this man a great big humble pie. Please. Obviously, that's metaphorical because humble pie is not a real thing. But metaphorically, Isaiah says the answer better be no. I'm with you. Jolie says he's another one who thinks he's above the law. Mm-hmm. Oh, this is his plan. This is the merchant. This is it's a win-win for everybody. No. This should not be a win-win for everybody. Mel Broussard says if I was the judge, I'd order liquidation of all of his properties at auction and then start negotiations. I don't know if he's in a state that doesn't allow bankruptcy. In bankruptcy, they can't take your primary residence. So for all I know, he could end up with some huge mansion. Holly and Fran says, I'd say he's a despicable human being, but I'm not sure he's entirely human. You have a point. Justice cards right up front. Feeling skeptical. This justice. You have a lot of money. You have a lot of money. And you did what? And you have its judgment against you? Knight of Cups. The lawyers for the families are going to have something to say. And this is him going on. He's going to go on his little whatever thing he does. And he's going to be all upset and rant and rave that he's being taken advantage of. And poor little Diddums won't be pulling down $500,000 a year. Oh, Fran, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, man. Unbelievable. I'm sure if I did make that kind of money, which that's not going to happen, but if I made that kind of money, I'm sure I'd know, I'm sure I'd spend it somehow. I've never owned my own home. I don't own a car. I don't have health insurance. There's a lot of stuff I'd do. Basic stuff. But there reaches a point where, I don't want a yacht. I don't want to, honestly, I don't want to travel the world. I want to spend time with my family who are here. There's a point which I'm good, And nobody can tell me, oh, alimony, or he can't say he owes maintenance or child support. Not that kind of money. Anne says he's Bannon's brother from another mother. You got something. That's a good way to describe it, Anne. Linda Johnson says he'd move his money to offshore accounts. Well, he would have by now, if he could. Oh, I think, who was that? Kathy Ritchie. It's just an emoji of a little tiny violin. Sorry, that's awesome. That's awesome. Oh, man. Sitting pretty. Seriously, is this guy really going to get away with this? Really? Four of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Two of Cups, Five of Cups, Three of Pentacles. Why is all of this minor arcana? He's saying he can't afford to pay. Yeah, sit down, because he's a bully. The family has won that judgment, and they should not be denied while this guy lives in luxury. This is Alex Jones' disappointment, and then he starts some other plan. But it's minor arcana. So he's going to just keep coming up with ways to try to play his little games. Atha is saying in Texas, the primary residence is not part of bankruptcy. Even the studio would be for sale. Mm-hmm. Oh, man. Oh, Marby, thank you. Thank you. All right. Now, I've got a quote from Sarah. She can't be here today, but I have a quote from Sarah I can share with you. Again, Marby, thank you. 49 minutes in. Tennessee Lieutenant Governor. Do you know the name of the Tennessee's Lieutenant Governor? Just off the top of your head? I kid you not. I'm not making fun. This is literally his name. Tennessee Lieutenant Governor Randy McNally. Okay. Sarah, if you will excuse the expression, Sarah said, well, that sounds about right. He needs a map to try to get his head out of his... Yeah. And the other thing I realized, for all you young people out there, Rand McNally made paper maps we used to keep in our cars. When you got lost, you had to pull out the map and use the different little signs and things to figure out where you were. That's how you planned your trip. We had no internet or computers. And McNally was the biggest map maker in the country. B. Smith is asking, did his parents love him? Yeah. Randy McNally. Anyway, okay, so now that we've made it past that, Tennessee Lieutenant Governor Randy McNally has joined the anti-LGBTQ plus wave sweeping the Republican Party. Oh, so he's a jerk and a scumbag. Okay. Bigot. All right. This is where we are. Grand. Small problem. Small problem. On Instagram, I guess he's older and he doesn't quite understand that you have your official account and you can also have a private account that you can really keep private. On Instagram, McNally has been leaving heart emojis and other compliments on raunchy photos of an aspiring 20-year-old Tennessee performer, including one close-up shot of the man's rear end over a period of weeks. A cross-dresser. Indeed. Will McNally's career survive this? Tasha and Rosie. Wait, what? Yeah. Okay, hang on. Let's. Where's the link? Where's the link? Let's share. Let's share this moment together, shall we? Share screen. This is the Daily Beast. I thought I did, actually. Hang on. Anti-drag Tennessee Lieutenant Governor really loves his LGBTQ man thirst traps. Sorry, I thought I pulled it up. It looked okay. Hang on. Yeah. Let me see if I think I actually have signed up. Here we go. All right, I've signed in. Wow. Aren't you glad you dropped by? There he is. Hello, Randy McNally. There he is. As one of the top politicians in deep red Tennessee, Lieutenant Governor Randy McNally has joined the anti-LGBTQ plus wave, sweeping the Republican Party. Tennessee passed bills earlier this year banning transgender children from receiving gender-affirming care, outlawing drag performances from many public spaces. However, he's on Instagram. McNally takes a more encouraging tone toward at least one LGBTQ youth, leaving heart emojis and other compliments. Woo! Hello. That was indeed a picture of that man's rear end. Yes. Yes, it was. In November, for example, this man McClure, I guess his name is Franklin McClure. McClure posted an entirely nude picture that only narrowly avoided showing his, great picture, Finn. McNally commented, best wishes for continued health and happiness. Woo! Hello. Okay. There are pictures. There there are pictures. He also, McNally's interest in McClure extends beyond the young man's own Instagram account. He follows a fan page that posts edited pictures, including one with a background declaring him a yes, indeed. Okay, so okay. McClure told the Tennessee Holler that he's never met the lieutenant governor, but that they've been online friends since 2020. McClure told the Daily Beast he thinks McNally follows him because he enjoys who I am. I hope he can extend that kindness by trying to make sure no bills are passed that hurt anyone like me. Links in the description if you want to see those. You want to take your time over those pictures. Yes, he's been doing this since 2020. So, Randy McNally. Nope, not that one. Not that one. That one. Randy McNally. Ooh, hello. The man looks fit and healthy. Good for him. Or, so as Sarah said, so you would think with a name like Randy McNally that he'd have a map to be able to get his head out of his... Yeah. Lieutenant Governor, Tennessee Lieutenant Governor, Randy McNally. Oh, is it Kiba? Is it? You might want to back up about 5 minutes, or yeah, because there are receipts. That is a very healthy, liberal man. He's an adult. He's active. He's out there. He's good for him. Okay, here's my, okay. Mrs. Katura says, I have so many questions. Yeah. Temperance. I can't. Oh my gosh. Temperance. Institution. Like, I don't know, lieutenant governorship. Eight of Pentacles. 10 of Wands. So this right wing stuff is kind of a burden, and 10 of Swords. Oh, he's going to be raked over the coals. How dare he be at all supportive of a gay man? It would be terrible to be part of any group that discriminates that much. Look, the only reason I zipped past his pictures in the article here is because I'm trying to limit. I'm trying to keep the I don't swear on this channel. I'm trying to keep things of a certain tone. So YouTube has no excuse to shut me down or anything like that. If it wasn't on camera and I had gone and looked at that article more closely, other than just looking at the headline, I'd been like, yeah, okay, cool, good for him, healthy, happy, hope he has a good life, good for him. This McNally's he's gonna have electoral problems. He's gonna have there's gonna be a burden here. He still thinks he can be a Republican and be this closed off. And you know whose fault all this is? Your own. But I like what I like, and that's okay. But what other people do or what other people like, oh, no, no, no. But I'm a Republican, and this is how I am, and this is my identity. You know, Republicans are proving themselves as in particularly red states to be racist, bigoted, blankety blanks when it comes to their passing laws, sexist. If you choose to remain as a Republican, you've signed on to all that. Yeah, Kathy, the truth hurts. Exactly, Azalea. A bunch of hypocrites. So is he going to stay a Republican? If you were a Democrat, nobody would care. Nobody would care. Disappointment. Isolation. There's America. Feels like he's out in the weeds. It feels like weeds. Dried up weeds. He's isolated. He's going to have to work it out in his own head. He's going to have to take those two thoughts and find some way to make it work or accept that it doesn't. And I don't know. I have not looked up this. I've not looked up this guy. I don't know if he's married. I don't know if he has kids. I don't know what his situation is. But yeah, it's going to be a burden. Never says, so sure he'll stay. This is Tennessee. By the time elections roll around, he'll have said or done something else awful, and this will be forgotten. It's not what the cards are saying. And hey, good grief, when I was growing up, I just assumed people who somebody who would be a lieutenant governor would actually have to have some kind of emotional intelligence. Silly me, I know. But when I was a kid, that's what I just assumed. These people, they've worked out their stuff. They know where they stand by that age. Never says, I hope your cards are right. History in this state is horrible. Well, I've got isolation for this guy. Yes, Tasha Monroe says so much exposure and illumination coming with this March planetary energy shift. Yes. And Anne says, I don't care about orientation. I care about hypocrisy. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe you should be helping rather than condemning. Oh, he might get back in line. Because his identity is based on being a Republican. And Tennessee Republicans are not playing. They're being heinous. And there's this burden. But he's isolated. He feels isolated. He feels... And he's... Yeah. Anyway. All right, sorry. Okay, all right. I will just... You can't have it both ways, dude. You can't. It doesn't work that way. I don't get it. Anyway. All right. 105. Jacob Wohl is back. Oh, joyous. Joy. Jacob Wohl. they're like Jacob Wohl and his partner, whoever that was. They're the kind of far right. Oh, Jack Burkman. They're kind of like here it says they're Trump's bumbling henchmen. Far right activist and MAGA darling Jacob Wohl, along with his associate Jack Burkman, violated the Voting Rights Act and the, I don't even like saying this, Ku Klux Klan Act when they fired off robocalls to black voters trying to trick them out of voting, ruled a federal judge on Wednesday. As part of their punishment, they're required to, as part of their punishment, they are required to spend 500 hours registering voters. Will they continue to be Trump's bumbling henchmen, or they learn their lesson? I don't believe for a minute these jerks have learned their lesson. They're kind of like fixers, political fixers who arrive in a clown car. Not necessarily a crowded clown car, they just roll up and yeah. Jacob Wohl. WOHL. Oh, for verily thou art a scumbag. I made a cover. I remember back when I used to make individual, I didn't come on every day, so I made individual covers, and I was making like political covers. He was in one of them. I remember doing the editing on that photo, but I wonder what my cover looked like. Anyway. Lying, trying to confuse Democrats. Yeah. Debba says, is he the guy who looks 11 years old? He definitely looks young. Yeah. Working. 8 of Pentacles, Emperor, Queen of Cups, Thief card, okay. 7 of Wands, but 10 of Cups, Queen of Cups. Well, he'll do what he's being told to do. Somebody tells me he's not going to be allowed to only register Republicans. Somebody tells me he's going to have to register. He's going to have to turn in a certain amount of Democratic registrations as well. But he's going to see if he can get away with something else. Larry Murray is saying maybe he'll be assigned to a heavily minority areas. I hope so. But I've got a thief card right here, and it's still tied in with the end. I don't believe for a second this guy's learned his lesson. No. Nope. Nil point. I'm just not picking up. Liza Minnelli says beautiful cards. Thank you. These are the Golden Art Nouveau cards. Links in the description box. Strength. King of Wands. Really? It's that kind of day. Two lovely trees. Rancor. And insult to injury. For a far-right candidate, causing incredible rancor and insult to injury when it comes to elections. They're just going to get themselves into trouble again. Yep. We've not seen the last of this idiot. I'm curious. 1 second. Hold, please. I wish I could hum the Girl from Ipanema without getting a copyright strike. So insert your own elevator music as twere. Hang on a second. Why can't I search my own channel? All right, black and orange. Jacob Wohl. Okay, black and orange tarot. Nope, I'm not seeing it. I know it exists out there in the wild, but it's not letting me search my own. Yeah, it's not showing up. I did a cover with him at some point though, so I'll have to go find it some other time. 11130. Oh, one of Trump's ex-lawyers. 11130. Ex-Trump lawyer Jenna Ellis admitted in court that the 2020 stolen election rhetoric was a lie that she never actually believed. Will she and others finally start facing justice for the damage they caused to our country? That would be nice. Oh, Miss Sheila the Quilter, how did you come up with the name Black and Orange? They are the colors of Halloween, which is my favorite time of the year. And I remember asking, it just kept, it's like, yeah, Black and Orange, the Black and Orange channel, colors of Halloween. And I remember doing a reading on it, and it was like, should I call the channel the Black and Orange channel? And the answer I was getting was kind of, you will, like, that's not the best choice, but you will. Like, all right, well, I like it. Jacob Ellis, will you and your ilk we start facing justice for the damage you caused to our country? There you are, fighting for stupidity. Page of Cups. Five of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. Nine of Cups. Six of Wands. I'm not getting major arcana here. I don't think we're going to hear a lot about her. This is the plan. She made her money. This is a merchant, but this is also evidence laid out that everybody can see. And then she goes on her merry far right way. I'm not getting, I hope somewhere down the line she's held accountable, she's disbarred, but this so far, what I'm getting here is she doesn't have the same access. She can't get away with quite as much, but these are four cards of her just being a right-wing, ultra right-wing shill for money. There are some speed bumps in the way here and here, but Ann says at least censured. She did the lie for profit. True. Oh, Lucky Girl's pointing out that Lena will be on the Mary Trump show today at 7 p.m. Eastern, so 6 p.m. Central. Mary said it will be a one-on-one with Lena, probably just political commentary. That's awesome. Yeah, it is. Anna and Lois. It's about the money. Yep, and good for Lena. She's good people, and I love seeing her succeed. All right, 116. Oh, gosh. Actually, you know what? Let's do this other one first. Let's do this other one, so we'll leave off on a funny, ridiculous question. But let's do this one first. This is 116.15. Trump wants the January 6th committee members to be charged with treason. Treason, I say. Uh-huh. And he's pushing as hard as he can to get the ball rolling. What will happen? I'm guessing crickets is what's going to happen. January 6th committee members being charged with treason. Sort of truth. It feels like they're metaphorically, it's like taking the sword of truth, going to Trump's head and going, but only with a card, metaphorically, and just like with a card, like, you idiot. No violence. It's not metaphorically. That's what I got. It's like, strength, two of swords, queen of wands, moon, 7 of lies, 7 of delusions, illusion, lunacy. It's the moon card, lunacy. People around Trump who are total enablers are going, oh yeah, whatever you say, Donald. Did the check clear? Am I still being paid? I am. Okay. Yes, absolutely, Donald. Mr. Trump. Mr. Chump. Oh yeah, they're lying to his face. No, this is delusion. This is lunacy. This is ridiculousness. Sit down and wait for your indictments. Yeah. Jeez. Thomas Ballantyne says, I'm hearing pot kettle. Yes. All right. This. Oh, I'm going to leave you with this today. And oh, it's classic. Oh, this is, wow. Just when you think he cannot embarrass himself more. Yet he finds a way. I heard someone say Trump isn't a narcissist. He's just insecure. He's not really a narcissist. I beg to differ. Next month, Donald J. for Genius Trump is publishing a book of letters written to him by celebrities over the years. Seriously, among the featured missives are letters from Richard Nixon, Bill and Hillary Clinton, Arnold Palmer, Oprah, and Liza Minnelli. The question isn't how will this go. The question is how bad is this going to be? Because I can hear in the distance the sounds of celebration at Colbert, Kimmel, Fallon, all of the comedy hosts. Anne says that should be your mic drop. Yeah. So next month, Trump is publishing a book of letters written to him by celebrities over the years. How's this going to go? Kathy Ritchie. Good Lord, will he ever stop? And, oh, yeah, that's a point. And are they in crayon? No, those would be the responses. We're in crayon. There we go. Yes, everybody loves you, Donald. You're not a bully king of wands. You're not a corrupt businessman king of pentacles. No. They love you. Just shower you with love. You are the king of cups in their, heart eyes when they look at you, Donald. You are president of the United States, but you are going to release letters written to you by celebrities. Hierophant. Page of Pentacles. He needs the money. He needs the ego stroke, but he needs the money. Five of Cups. 10 of Wands. Queen of Wands. He's going to be disappointed. Nobody's going to care. This is the far right. They care about, have them talk about, have them come out with something that will increase the sexism and bigotry in the country, and they'd be all in. But this is just, we've got important work to do, and this is just people saying nice things about him. How does that help our cultural issues? How does that increase the far right's heinousness? You were president, you'd think this would be beneath you, but no. No. He desperately needs the money. It's not going to go quite as he expected. And the people on his side don't care. But the RNC, they'll probably get them to buy a bunch of copies and send it up the bestseller list, and then it will fall like a stone. Sarah, I agree. The self-aggrandizing is gross. I agree. Yeah, exactly. It jumped up. I can't see who said that. I want to give you guys credit. Anne says, I guess the RNC is going to be buying books again. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yes, Anne. Trump is now a literary genius. Yeah. Sharon, that's an idea. Maybe you can publish an insurrection coloring book. Kathy Delisle suggesting it is worthy of Caligula. He needs the money. He desperately needs the money. Although this whole CPAC, sorry, not CPAC, this whole PAC thing and super PAC thing where he can now use all that money for his own bills. Oh, glorious. World Lovers Star. Yeah, he's just rolling in his own ego. Oh, so good to read all of these things where people are complimenting me and famous people saying nice things about me. Please. And how is that contributing to the world? Seriously? It's not. Yeah, whatever. Bye. All right. He's pathetic. But you are awesome, and thank you for being here. Thank you. It is 1:44 p.m. here in Chicago. In an hour and 3/4, I'll be over on the Creative Sprints channel doing creative sprints. This morning I was working on a video, the graphics for a video I am making because I'm starting to put together the information for the color organization, which is it's about using color to organize business. And so I've been working on the graphics for that. And yeah, there's so much. I've got covers I've been making through. Gosh, I've got for the other live stream, I've got covers. I've almost got covers through July 4th. But anyway, there's always stuff to do when when you're running your own little business. And so I'll be over there working on that. But you're always welcome to join in. We'll just encourage you. So, all right. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. You're not alone. We are in this together, and there are good days ahead. All right. So take care. Thank you to everybody with the super chats. Thank you. And the people who joined the channel and the patrons. Thank you. Thank you. All right. You make this possible. Thank you. All right. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care. And I'll see you right back here tomorrow.